love it.
What was that?
Are we in 3D now?
Hopefully that looked 3D. Welcome to In the House. Jabba, Quinny, who can't be here
No,
tonight.
I'm definitely not here at all.
But you're here, and it feels like we're going to do Tom Hanks' Big.
Oh, do we need to... we're not doing that.
No, because our knees are no good. We've got a different Tom Hanks family film for you, the blockbuster from 1995 that set the benchmark for animation from Pixar. It is Toy Story.
And because of that, we're in a Toy Story. Yeah, look, I love this film, and this film completely changed the way that animation was done. First fully CGI film of all time.
It revolutionised the movie business when we look at, your Jurassic Worlds, your Star Wars, the current generation,
CGI.
Transformers, CGI's and everything, and the new Jungle Book from Disney.
Yeah. You would not have CGI the way that we do without this film. And you look at all the other things like Zootopia and Kung Fu Panda and all that, that came out of a movie like this.
An amazing film, Toy Story. We're bringing it for you tonight. Of course, the film was originally called You Are a Toy. It starred a sarcastic jerk.
You are a toy!
Of a cowboy by the name of Sheriff Woody.
Originally, it was going to be a robot, and then also going to be a ventriloquist dummy, but that would have just been creepy. But they decided that the jerk character really didn't work, and so they basically shelved it.
Yeah, Disney weren't happy with the early drafts of the film. They were in discussions with Jim Carrey. They decided they couldn't afford him for one of the voices of the film. It was offered to somebody who said no.
Billy Crystal, who was so disappointed after he saw the film that he basically, the next time he got a phone call from John Lasseter, before even he said anything, he just said yes. And this is where we get that amazing song, Put That Thing Where It Came From, or So Help Me, which is, of course, Monsters, Inc., which I love.
There's a lot of people that wish they had said yes to Toy Story the first time around.
God, yeah.
Hasbro said, no, you can't use G.I. Joe in the film because we don't like what happens to those characters. Instead, the guys decided to use Army Men.
Yeah.
You are an absolute disgrace. You don't deserve to hate.
Yeah, and Mattel said, no, you can't have Barbie because we want people to be able to make their own version of Barbie as opposed to having her defined by a character. She was originally going to be the other lead character who ended up becoming Bo Peep.
I'm just a couple of blocks away.
They changed their tune, of course, with the success. We're now up to a fourth Toy Story due in 2018, but this one really sets a benchmark. 1995, you think about the computing power at people's fingertips then, it wasn't what we have in our pocket now.
Yeah.
You could probably make this Toy Story on this.
Yeah, each frame took 14.5 hours to render on supercomputers, Cray supercomputers. Now, if you do stop motion animation, that's faster. And everyone says that's one of the most tedious things in the world. This film took forever. What was it, 3 seconds a...
Yeah, a good week was 3.5 seconds. So bear that in mind as you enjoy this film. It's one of our favourites. I think it's one of our first kind of real family films that we've brought to the screen here at In the House.
Yeah, it's got some wonderful cast. You've got the guy who played Ernest, who's Slinky Dog, from Ernest Goes to Camp and Ernest Saves Christmas.
We believe ya, Woody. Right, Rex?
It's also got John Ratzenberger, who is the voice of the Piggy Bank.
Probably on copper wiring, huh? So, where you from?
And he was in Cheers. But he's in every other Pixar film, so there's a version of him somewhere.
There's a few other things that pop up in different Pixar films. Of course, the Pizza Planet truck. You're going to see that in a whole raft of Pixar films.
Hey, gas, dude! You're talking to me. Pizza Planet.
There's some weird carpet in this film.
Yeah, the next door neighbour's kid, who's the bad guy, his carpet is actually the carpet from The Shining.
Split up!
So yeah, a few adult jokes in there as well.
Maybe The Shining is a film we can bring to In the House. Keep your thoughts coming for season 5. We're going to be up to next time we get on to season into In the House. We've still got Apes, Wrath of Khan, and The Big Lebowski to come this season.
Yep. Look, you're going to love this film. It's going to be wonderful for you guys to see it on a massive screen. So I think are we good?
Mate, we're good.
I have to
wish
go.
you were here. Thanks for coming to the toy store.
Look, it was my pleasure. Thank you very much for having me. I'm really glad that you decided that I was going to be able to keep all this stuff, and that's fine too. So, thanks, Woody. Okay, well, enjoy Toy Story, and I'll see you next time. Bye.